Dr. Giggles in the house. Today's video, we're going to be talking about we're gonna review Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. We went for its opening weekend, so I'm gonna give you the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, whatever, and then before we get into that, make sure if you're new here, you click subscribe. Turn on those notifications because sometimes we just drop videos and don't put them anywhere, so you don't want to miss out on that. Also, leave us a comment. Have you gone to Halloween Horror Nights? Are you going? Are you excited about anything? Are you just not going? Whatever. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments down below. I can try to help you out as best as I can there. Without further ado, let's get into this. So, the original intent of this vacation, it was our first wedding anniversary. We were going down to enjoy Universal and Halloween Horror Nights. And, you know, last year, because of COVID, obviously, we couldn't have Halloween Horror Nights. You know, things were just not in the cards for it last year. You did get a couple houses last year, but this year, you got those two, plus the Beetlejuice that opened, you know, Halloween weekend, and then you got several others. So we're going to quickly go through the houses, the scare zones. I'm going to rank my top 5 houses and give you all my thoughts. And, you know, so we're just going to go with that. So, we did do an RIP tour. There's going to be a review of that coming after this one. You're going to get all the goods and all the info on the tour. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. I will say it was worth every penny. There were some things about it I was kind of like, yeah, but for the most part I was happy with it. But it was very expensive for that weekend. So, but first wedding anniversary, we got to, you know, it's to celebrate us, to celebrate, you know, the marriage and all that. And what better way to do that with Halloween Horror Nights? I mean, I've been in years past, obviously. I will say, I'm going to start off with the bad. The weakest thing of Halloween Horror Nights is the scare zones. Lights, Camera, Action was by far my favorite. That other Plant Weird one was okay. The Seek and Destroy was okay. Other than that, Crypt TV, bleh, you know, wasn't that great. Even the 30 Fair, that wasn't that good, in my opinion. It was all right. I mean, it themed well. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not going to knock that. It just wasn't for me, the other scare zones. You know, Seek and Destroy and Lights, Camera, Action, by far my 2 favorite. The one, like, heading towards The Simpsons, that one, I forgot the name of it. It just didn't excite me. It was just, you know. I will say, in terms of houses, my least favorite house was Scary, Ohio, whatever. Scary, whatever. That was my least favorite. You know, I love Bride, loved the Tooth Fairy. I ranked them lower just because I did them last year. They weren't anticipated. I already know going in. They did change a few things here and there, but nothing major. But they were still good houses. I'm not saying they're crap. They're really good. Just I was more excited for the other houses because I haven't done them. So I would say that Cary, Ohio, Scary, or whatever it is, that was crap. Let's see, what else did they have? They had Texas Chainsaw Massacre was good. Icons, amazing. Wicked Growth, the pumpkin one, that one was awesome. Icons, awesome. Beetlejuice was awesome. Haunting on Hill House was great. What else am I missing? I know I'm missing something. I know I am. Sweet. So let me see. You had Tooth Fairy. You had Bride. You had Cary, whatever. You had Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You had Icons. You had the pumpkin one. You had Beetlejuice. The Case Files was good. Oh, Puppet Theater was good. What am I? I'm missing something. I know I am. I can't remember what I'm missing. Oh, like I said, the worst one for sure was Scary. That was definitely the worst one. My top 5, starting from 5 down, I would go. I forgot what I said on the Grow Show when I talked about Halloween Horror Nights. I know, like, number 1, I had Beetlejuice. Number 2, I had the pumpkin. Number 3, I had icons. Number 4 was Haunting House Hill. And then 5, I said Case Files. That was my top 5 for the houses. But Beetlejuice, I felt like I walked into the movie. It was awesome. The pumpkin growth, the wicked growth, pumpkin, whatever, that was awesome. Like, I to me, icons and pumpkin are like right there, like neck and neck. Like those are like, when you got Beetlejuice, you have icons, and you have the wicked growth. Those are your 3 standout attractions. Like, top of the top. The Case Files one was really good. See, I like the original houses. It seems to be a little bit more for the majority of the IP houses. Now, I love this because I just love Beetlejuice. I love the Texas Chainsaw. I saw Chop Top, and it was just great house. Case Files, just going through and seeing all the creatures and everything. Fantastic. Haunting a House Hill. I couldn't stand the show. The Netflix show, to me, it sucked. I couldn't. Put it this way, the house was better than the show. I mean, you can go watch on YouTube when they had the media event on opening night, and they got to record. I didn't get to record the houses, unfortunately, but I reviewed them. Now I'm talking about them. I may do a review for each house. Not sure. I might do it. But overall, I would rate, like, out of 10, how would I rate this Halloween Horror Nights? I would rate it an 8 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10. It's not perfect by any means. The only food offering that I did try was at the Monster Cafe. They had this, like, Frankenstein ice cream cone. Had, like, black seed something. I forgot what the ingredients were. But I said, let me try it. It was like $7 for it wasn't very big. It wasn't a ton of ice cream, but it was delicious. I'm glad that I tried it, and I would get it again. I didn't get to try pizza fries or the twisted taters or anything else. I just didn't want to wait in the lines for food. And by the end of the tour kicked off at 6:30. When we did the reception, we actually saw Tim Tracker. We talked to him for a couple minutes. And then we went off, did that, and we were beat. It didn't end till 12:30. We capped it off with the Carnage Factory show in the lagoon, which was fantastic. Loved it. It's crazy. The music, the effects, all the water elements, and the projection on it. Fantastic. Now, the other show that they did, Nightmare Fuel. Originally, I didn't really want to do it, but it was part of the tour. And I was like, well, cool, I can rest, whatever. I didn't care. I watch videos on Academy Villains, and I'm not one for all that acrobatic dancing stuff. I'm like, ew, that's just not, I'm not into it. It's just my thing. I'm not. But this is much different. This is more adult orientated. It has, sexy outfits. There's illusions. There's fire. There's crazy stuff going on that kept my interest, and I actually enjoyed it. My buddy Chris, he was like, nah, you gotta watch it, because I wasn't gonna watch it. I actually seen him. I was in the tour line to get in, and then I wasn't really looking at my phone that much. I saw the message after, but I seen him. He's like, yo, Josh, he's looking at me. We're talking for a few minutes. He's like, and we went in, and it, great show. Like, usually, I'm very leery about shows, especially, you just don't know what you're going to get. Because I've been to some places that the shows were terrible. I've been to places where the shows are awesome. This year, Halloween Horror Nights hit the nail on the head. The shows were great. The haunts were great, minus the Cary, Ohio thing. That's just terrible. But other than that, like I said, the scare zones were really the weak point. The pricing's up from 2019, obviously. You got to pay employees more. It's going to cost more. People kind of, it's a lot of money. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, people got to scrimp and save. It's not like you can just go whenever you feel like it. It gets expensive. But one thing that I'm going to tell you guys, wait times were anywhere between like 35 and I seen like 70 minutes. certain house, like House, Haunting of House Hill, Beetlejuice, always have the longest waits, followed by like Icons and Wicked Growth, and but Carry Out, that was just terrible. And I don't want to knock the designers and the workers that built it. For me, it just didn't pique my interest. I was like, this sucks. Like, I just didn't like it. Everything else I loved. Like, I applaud I applaud the creative team, all the actors and stuff. Everybody that's involved with Halloween Horror Nights. I know the budget's in the millions, and people worked hard. It wasn't like I'm just like dogging it to be like it's a piece of crap. It just wasn't for me. I'm sure there's people that love that house. I'm not one of them. Don't care. It just did nothing for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know the backstory behind it. Well, they told us. I forgot it. It just, the haunt was just, I didn't like that one house. The other ones, for me, were home runs. They were great. They were awesome. Loved them. So, yeah, I would definitely check it out. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It was awesome. It really was. Definitely worth the money. I had a lot of fun. I did the Jacked Up experience at Cabana Bay. That was a quick little walkthrough to see some awesome props, and you get to do photo ops. If you stay at any of the Universal hotels, you can go there and do that and enjoy. And it's a quick little stopover thing. It's really cool. I think it's worth it. I would do it again if I was going back. I just thought it was cool. So keep that in mind too. Overall, 8 out of 10. Great event. Not perfect. But again, that I think that's a good rating for Halloween Horror Nights. Because it just hit or miss. You just don't know what's going to work and what's not. For me, Carry On House, bleh. Most of the scare zones, bleh. Only really 2 that I loved. And 1 was okay, but the rest was, bleh. Just crap. So 8 out of 10. I couldn't tell you about the food offerings, but if you have any other questions about RIP tour and all that, there's a review coming out on that. I'm going to go in depth with that as. You can check out all the other videos that we got going on. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it helps you. The tribute store's open. Get some, you go buy some merch like I did, because I'm a sucker for merch. They know how to get me. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Till next time, everybody, stay spooky, y'all. Peace.
Thank you.